I am the Commissar of Bacon, and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth. This time, as you can probably hear, I've gotten my microphone, I've turned down the sound, which I forgot to do last time, and I've fixed my issue with Bandicam, which was really more of me just being an idiot. So, let's see. Last time I seem to remember we encountered the scary big bad, freaked out, and fell over. So let's see how Mr. Walters is doing now after his 6 years of recovery in the local Arkham Asylum.
It's been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it, probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else.
Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on. What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
Well, looks like we're going to Innsmouth. New client, February 6, 1922. Night. I have a new client, not a few new clients. Mr. Arthur Anderson, the regional manager of the First National grocery store chain. It appears that the First National grocery in Innsmouth has recently been burglarized, and its manager, once Brian Burnham, is missing. From what I've been able to gather, Burnham is something of a young rogue. A friend of the family, Mr. Anderson, gave him the job as a favor. Because that's how capitalism works. Burnham is looking like the prime suspect for the robbery, but there are a few things that don't add up. Not to Anderson, and not to me. For instance, why would Burnham force an entry into the store when he had a full set of keys, free access to the cash register, and the combination to the back office safe? Well, I mean, if I were going to stage that kind of robbery, then I would make it look like someone else did it, even if I were the one doing it, but this is Call of Cthulhu. We know that's not the case. To misdirect any investigation? If that was the plan, why did he disappear? Well, he had committed a crime. Following my conversation with Mr. Anderson, I found out what I could about the ancient town of Innsmouth. For generations, the crumbling seaport and its people have been shunned by neighboring communities. Well, no shit. Outsiders are unwelcome there, and there's superstitious tales of a strange element in the town's oldest families. They are of mixed blood, so the stories go. Whatever that's supposed to mean. The usual Hicktown prejudice, no doubt. Well, it's been a while since I played this game, but I seem to remember something about fish people, which also rings a bell with my Lovecraftian readings. After making a brief visit to Innsmouth, my client came away distrustful of the local authorities. He isn't buying their line that Burnham robbed the place and wants to know what happened to him. Only one bus goes to Innsmouth, and tomorrow afternoon I'll be on it. It feels good to have a purpose, and after 5 months of trying to break through my amnesia, I also feel a little apprehensive. Maybe it's the wild stories about the town, or maybe it's just because I haven't had a case in so long. Well, looks like we're gonna find out. Scary. Innsmouth Inn or 10 years Gulag, my good man.
It's almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Do you not have a
Some
nose?
wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after it all.
Ah, so you are an incest-ridden hicktown. Sounds like going to Kentucky. The Headless Huntsman.
This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Thank you, you're not getting paid, but at least I'm not sending you to the Gulag. So be happy about that. Suppose this is the end, and... you are one, gorgeous motherfucker. The way your eyes both point in different directions, and the way you... the way you stare at me, like... kind of terrifying bastard, because I'm trying to look at your nose. Now, let's see, this is the inn, and once we're in the inn, there should be a save point around here. I thought I remember there being a save point in here. What do we have here?
A dusty assortment of old books.
Well, I think the assortment's over here, my good man. That's just a book. Well, let's see what we've got going on in this inn. You're better looking than the help, good sir, but you're not that good looking either. You know, you kind of remind me of a mutated Wilford Dwarfstache without pink hair.
Evening.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Talking to this fellow's getting me nowhere, and he's more than a touch creepy. If I need a room and I'm desperate,
Stop your
I'll
snooping.
come back.
And there's for hotel staff only.
Sir, I am a private investigator. I will snoop where I please, and you will suffer me. I'll be back. You just wait. Now let's see what this bastard's holding out on me. I'm sure he's got some lovely
It's
rooms. Locked. Oh. He just has the one.
It won't open.
And that one won't open. Well, gee.
It won't open.
Oh, there's one. It's a very short door. It's almost as tall as I am.
A dusty assortment of old books.
Well, you have a very uninteresting place here, sir. I think I might just be buggering on off for the time being. Let's go talk to the townsfolk and make friendly. Spare respects to your headless huntsman.
This statue commemorates the men who fought in the Revolutionary War.
Well, it seems as if you've paid them all the respects. The epitome of kindness. Nice beer gut. What's your name?
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
Well, don't you sound like a leaky gas pipe?
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Can't rightly say as I know him.
Looks like I found Tweedledee and Tweedledick. Something tells me they don't want me over there just yet, so let's take a look around. Officer?
Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Alien robes. What you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Are you being funny?
No, not at all. I'm after directions to the First National. I hear they have a store in town.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger.
Well, thanks, Mr. Lobo Meets Gravel Yard. Let's see if anyone else is going to
Chit-chat
be
to
helpful.
him's gonna get me no place fast.
Oh, hello, Tweedledee. Where's your brother, Tweedledick? Oh, you seem
This
different.
town's deserted. Where is everybody?
Just leave me be, stranger.
No, but you're the only normal one here. You're from Nice Polite Society. You're even dressed well, and you're not fat. Please, be
Where's
friends with
everybody?
me.
It's very quiet.
I can't be seen talking to you.
But you're even moderately attractive. You're like a 4 out of 20. Compared to everyone else who I'm not even sure gets on the scale, but, what was this? The Esoteric Order of Dagon, if I remember. Yep, Esoteric Order of Dagon.
It won't open. Seems this grandiose structure is the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Not even gonna go in. What are you doing just walking up to the door? You live here. Although I suppose that wouldn't be suspicious for... God damn it, I should have gone in when I had the chance.
Stop! You can't come down there!
Well,
The police
thanks.
clearly don't want me snooping around. I need to be more careful.
I was even gonna compliment your coat. How dare you? Here's where the sneaky sneaks part of this game comes into play. Now let's see what we can see back here. Oh, save point. something interesting's back there. Well, look at this gorgeous delivery vehicle that hasn't been used in who knows how many years. Innsmouth Courier. You got anything interesting back here?
The door's bolted shut.
Looks like I'm gonna have to find another way through. Damn.
It won't open.
You know, I don't remember there being this many locked doors in the town when I read Shadow over Innsmouth, but, oh well. Oh, nope. The cop and his ugly mug are still here. So we're just gonna sneak in the shadows and make like Snake for a little while. Move along. Nothing to see here. Whew, that was close. Surprised he didn't see me. And sneak on in. Alright.
It's unlocked.
Yes, the floor. It has scratches on it. Now let's just give this a good old push. I honestly have to say that I don't think one man, except the most hulking of those in strength, would be able to pull this off. These things are really fucking heavy. I used to own one. It weighed a good 200 pounds. It was made of some pretty solid wood.
Assorted paperwork, but nothing of any real interest.
Assorted paperwork is the most interesting thing, my good man. And... yep, that's a medkit. Knew it. I'll be taking that.
It looks like I need some sort of lifting handle to get it open. It won't open.
That probably goes out on the town anyway, and I don't want to be out there with those plebeian twats. Won't even talk to me and make friends. Alright, now, if I remember this game correctly, I'm not going to want to go into that back room.
The till's empty.
Until I'm ready to leave, yeah, okay, I'm going to have to go back here, because, then something of a QTE starts.
A typewriter. Invoices and receipts. Nothing. The drawer is empty.
Oh, really? Is it? Is it empty? Could you please state something a little more obvious, Captain Obvious?
There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle. It probably leads down.
Alright, well, let's get our handle out. No Peruni. Come on, get fucking motherfucker! Well, that was anticlimactic.
Whoever's down there, you can rock.
You bastard, how dare you! I'll show you. I'm gonna shoot you in the head when I get a gun. You're gonna be the first. I'm not gonna give you the pleasure of 10 years Gulag.
It looks like a diary. It's gotta have some clues.
Well, looks like there's only... What is the purpose of you? What is the purpose
Nothing
of
of
you?
interest.
Oh, wait, hold on. I think I remember the purpose of you. And... Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. But I gotta be completely honest, I don't think that's how brick walls work, my friend. That may be steel, but it's not that sturdy. Now, before we move on, let's look at the diary. narcotics.
This manuscript looks medieval, but claims to be a translation from classical Greek of a far older work from before the time of the first humans.
Well, I'm not entirely sure if any kind of intellectual works really existed before then.
The pages are stained, faded, and even burned in some places, making reading difficult. The legible sections tell a history of unthinkably distant antiquity. They speak of races so strange as to be beyond human comprehension, and wars fought across vast gulfs of time and space.
Well, considering that we know more about outer space than we do about our ocean, and that we don't know that much more about outer space than we do about the ocean, I find that a completely plausible idea.
They're concepts so utterly alien that they sound like absolute madness. Time travel, flying polyps, mental projection, great race of Yith. It makes you dizzy just to read it.
I don't know, that sounds pretty awesome, man. I'm pretty sure I would be able to handle that, but, yeah.
Sounds like a cult that I happen to know from a few years back. Those dastards.
Well, let's see. The Arkham Advertiser. Grocery store robbed, manager missing.
Thieves have robbed the First National grocery store in Innsmouth, breaking down the door and forcing open the cash register. The newly appointed manager, Mr. Brian Burnham, has been missing since shortly before the robbery. This is a very disturbing turn of events.
Oh, wait, no, that's Mr. Arthur Anderson. Okay, never mind. That's not one of the townsfolk.
This is a very disturbing turn of events,
said Mr. Arthur Anderson, First National's regional manager, from his Arkham office. Oh, so he couldn't even be bothered to come out. Well, isn't he just friendly and concerned? Oh, wait, no, that's right, he did come out, didn't he? Well, I guess he didn't come out at first.
This branch had only recently opened, and First National Grocery had high hopes for its success, given the general lack of modern stores and amenities in Innsmouth. Oh, such a terrible place. I think I'd rather go to Kentucky or Louisiana. The robbery is a definite setback, and more worrying still is the fact that the branch manager remains unaccounted for. Innsmouth could not be reached for comment.
Well, that seems to fall in line with everything I've learned up to this point. Let's see what's in the diary of Mr. Burnham.
Well, I agree with the locals on one thing. I shouldn't be stuck in this miserable excuse for a town. I can see why nobody comes here, that's for sure.
Oh, you can see why nobody comes here. Why the fuck am I here, then? This place is awful. I agree with you, my good man. Tweedledee and Tweedledick are about the most interesting people in this hellhole, and they're assholes.
Another slow day at the store. At first, I thought people were staying away because First National isn't local, but I haven't seen anyone go into any of the other stores either.
Suspicious.
Comes to that, I haven't seen the other stores open for business. This place is deader than dead.
Well, I don't think that it's possible to be deader than dead, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I suppose if you're a zombie... I seem to remember that not. Well, no, that actually is pretty far off from what the town is, if I remember correctly.
Still, it won't be long before I'm out of here. Before we're both out of here. She's the one good thing about Innsmouth. We'll bust open Old Man Waite's safe, take a car, and then is New York City. Bright lights, nightlife, everything. I'll show her all of it.
Is it a walking pair of tits? Does it look like sex? Is that what you're talking about? If it is, you shouldn't get involved. And... oh, missing entries. I've already read enough. I'm not gonna bother. Let's get going. Well, this is an interesting place indeed. Just lovely.
Various chemicals and apparatus for developing photographs. Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition.
Nothing interesting here. Uppity up, up, up. And this is the place with the bolted shut door. Hello, 9mm? 45? One of the... You gonna give me the ammo? I guess not. Oh well. Thanks for nothing, asshole!
Nope, nothing of interest. Nothing of interest here.
Well, it's a newspaper article, so it's gotta be something interesting, right? Right?
General notices. They're all dated 1846. It won't open. Newspapers lay scattered in molding heaps. Newspapers lay scattered in molding heaps. Newspapers lay scattered in molding
Well, it's
heaps.
clearly intent on not giving me that ammunition. What?
Shit!
Can I help you? I got the sneaking suspicion that this might get blamed on me.
Nothing of interest.
Nothing of interest, motherfucker! Do you not see this shit?
From the stench in here, this noose broad must have kicked it a few months back.
I don't know, she looks pretty... Never mind, she doesn't look fresh at all. I'm at a loss for puns. Normally, I'm great at this. Don't hang there too... Well, not... Damn it! You fucked it up! You bastard! You're so stupid! Just go! Wallow in your shame! Ugh.
It won't budge.
Really, it won't budge. Do tell about how it won't budge. And there's the latch. Thanks. I really needed to know how a door latch works. Now let's get back out here.
The delivery truck for the Innsmouth courier.
Oh,
hello, Jack.
Who are you?
Do I know you?
Lucas Mackey. Sorry to startle you. Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast. What are you doing in town, Jack? Hear about the missing Burnham boy?
Not bad. I'm a private detective. My client's a friend of the Burnhams.
Seen the latest press from Arkham? Your boy's been quite busy.
What about you, Mackey? You're obviously not a local. What's your business in town?
True enough, Jack. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry to say. I'm a government factory inspector. They posted me in this rotten hole to check over the old Marsh refinery. Speaking of which, I've got an appointment with the manager, Jacob Marsh.
Okay, maybe I'll catch you later. That's the first friendly face I've seen in this damn town. I've been in this business long enough to know he's hiding something.
Friendly. I think that's an overstatement, my friend. That is a gross exaggeration. That is a hyperbole. That man looks like the kind of guy that the moment I stop looking at him, he's gonna stab me in the fucking back like a giant dad. Filthy backstab fisher. I'll show him a thing or two.
It won't budge.
Won't budge, eh? No signs of the copper still being here. Hopefully he's fucked on off somewhere else. I need an adult. I need an adult. Please help. I feel violated.
Your trap shut.
I won't tell him anything.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
You're in the wrong place. Asking the wrong questions, outsider.
Well, you know what, Tweedledee? You're getting upgraded to Tweedledick. And Tweedledick's getting upgraded to Tweedledouche. Stay away from the people that actually want to help me.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
I can't be seen talking to you.
Well, then just don't be seen talking to me. It's not that difficult, my good man. Now, do I want to go this way, or do I want to go back to the inn?
It won't open. It won't budge.
Gotta check all the doors.
It won't budge. It won't open.
Well, hey, look, if it isn't Tweedledouche.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked...
Ken Riley says I know him.
Well, aren't you just the friendliest? You fucking people. Hey! Hey there, hot stuff. Tits or GTFO. Tits or 10 years Gulag.
Evening. The name's Jack Walters. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Miss will do for now. Welcome to Innsmouth,
Oh,
Mr.
so you do
Walters.
have a tongue.
Thanks, I think.
I think
Take
I know where
my
you can
advice.
put that to use.
Do what you must and then leave. Tonight. This port does not cater well to visitors.
While I appreciate your concern, miss, I can handle lousy hospitality.
Very well, Mr. Walters.
She came in wearing
This
red.
doll seems more open than some folks around these parts, but she isn't going to talk to me right now.
And by red, I mean she looked like sex. I can see why Mr. Burnham wanted to show her the old ball and chain. Well, let's head on back to that inn and see what's going up over there. Something seems to remind me of there being a man in the back that I'll be wanting to see. Still no save point. You're still here.
Hello, Gilman.
What do you want now?
Strange thing about that Burnham lad.
Burnham. Kent Riley says I know what you're talking about.
That's odd. He was all over the Arkham press. Must have been a bit of a local scandal.
Them's matters for the police, stranger. Innsmouth's not a town for rumoring and talking.
Really? Because it sounds to me
That
like
fellow
you
was
do
just stringing me along with a lot of nothing about nothing.
a lot of rumoring and talking. That seems to be all you do.
Stop your snooping.
Just
There's
not
for
to me.
hotel staff only.
Well, why don't you go back there so I can go ahead and steal a room key? Well, I think that's enough for now. We'll save our conquest and conversion of Innsmouth to the wonderful wiles of communism for another day. In the meantime, my friends, stay crispy and stay sizzling.